So this is presentation to tell about the HTML form that I created. For that, I created an HTML document in VS Code. For that, I added the add user, and then I created the body for the design of the user, in which I created the background color and two various text records. And after that, I went further to create the user, and then I created these various classes for the user to input values. After that, I used the sanitize input function so that the data is protected and inserted properly. After that, I check if the form was completed by the post method, and if it does, I validate the memory fields with the if loop, and then if there are no others, I proceed to insert it into the database. And then I create a connection, which I check further. And after that, I check if the user ID already exists as in the code and in my table, it is a primary key. After that, I bind it and prepare it properly, and then I proceed to execute the statement, after which I close the connections and I run the code. For example, this is my URL, and the URL, there is no entry as of now. I'll go over to my input form, I'll enter user ID, username, email, password, and I'll create date and insert it. After I've inserted, it shows a prompt that the new user is recorded successfully. Then I refresh the page and my record is inserted properly. For example, if I were to try and insert something without the user ID, which is a primary key and which is a requirement, it will require me to fill out the field or it will not take the form. For example, I enter the user ID, but I don't use the Gmail. Then I enter it. It shows me a prompt that I need to enter the email address. Same goes for any other field. Every field needs to be included in order to the user to input the record successfully.